Welcome to our channel, Loving Handcrafts by BMW. This is Brenda. So, we're back. Let's just dive right on into 24 days of surprise. Where we're at now. We're at day 23. Yeah, because we did 22, so we're at day 23. Holy smoke, let's see what we got. Oh. Oh, look. It's, oh my god, it's Mercury. Is it Mercury? And it's Mercury for Rome. And what is it for Greece? What's the god? Oh, I forgot. The messenger god. Hermes. There it is. I knew I was going to get it. Hey, that's what happens when you go to college and you study Greek mythology. So Mercury or Hermes, Greek god of messengers, or the Roman god of messengers, amongst other things. Oh, that's so cute! Look at it. Oh my god. Okay, so now you can just do a roller skate. You don't have to do oh my goodness. This brings back so many happy memories. Not sure what that's all about. Is that the lace? Let's go back and look. Oh, I used to roller skate really, like a lot when we were kids. It's the outline for the skate. It's the actual boot. Okay, that's the laces. Here are the wings. It's the actual mechanism. Okay. I remember going to Skateland in Detroit. Oh, we skated so much. And if you were little, like me, you remember the shoe skates, that metal ones that you put your shoe in and they have the straps and your foot would fall out. Yeah. We were made of hardy stuff back in the day. Okay, that's the lace. I already got an idea about that. Those are the wheels and the stop. Yeah, and you know, you always wanted your own skate. Oh, it's amazing. Oh my goodness. Okay, you could do it with the wing or without the wing. Yeah, that's pretty clever. I'm gonna go back and pull the, what was it? It's a stamp. What stamp was it? Was it 19? Yeah, 19, rolling by to say hi. I'm gonna pull that out. I'm definitely gonna use that. Absolutely. Let me go grab those stamps. Oh, okay. Oh, wow. Already got ideas for this. I know what I'm going to do for the wheels. Okay, let me go grab some paper so we can get cracking. Woohoo! Alrighty, so I think I'm going to use a black tag again. It's a black tag kind of day. We're going to use that. I pulled out some color cardstock. I don't know if I'm going to use any of it. I am deciding if I want, well, I know I'm going to use probably some mirrored cardstock for this. Like a metal-y thing. Okay. So I didn't do that beforehand. I'm trying to decide if I want to do my skates in white. Because, you know, when I was growing up, girls had the white skates, boys had the black skates, and then if you rented the skates at the skating rink, it was brown. Ugh. Can you imagine now putting your feet in other people's rented skates? Okay. So if I do the skates white, then I would do the laces in the frost. Okay. Okay, this one. We'll figure it out. Figure it out as we go. As I always say, If I don't like it, I can redo it. But yeah, let's do the metal one. Since I already got that already in my head from the mirrored cardstock. Let's bring up Workhorse. Okay, and I have some colors. Maybe I'll decide I want to do green skates. I don't know. Or yellow skates. Don't know. Maybe. Or turquoise skates. How about turquoise skates? That would be pretty. Okay, safety first. Oops, let me bring out my stuff. Like I said, again, it's pretty early today. I'm getting an early start on this. You don't want to know how early. But you got to get it done. Okay. I think I'm going to do the wheels in black. For sure. I don't want my skates to sparkle. I want my skates to have some sparkle. Oh, I did go back and get the rolling by to say hi. Oh, that makes perfect sense. Alrighty, now that's going to be the middle part of the skate. Put that back. I'll do the... No, I was going to use the black. I'm going to do the wheels. This black cardstock. As a matter of fact, I'm going to do... Let's close that. Because I want to put it on that black tag, right? So I need something so it'll stand out against this black. You know, like that. So. Do the outline, and I'm going to do this. I could just, yeah, just take my time. And then I might turn around and do the wheels in white. I just got to grab some white. Do I have any white? Oh, there we go. Grab some kind of scraps I still have hanging around from yesterday. Looks nice. I may not do the, I might run it again. So, pretty good. Let's get rid of that. So see what I'm working with. And I'll run this again. Put you back up. And then maybe can make room for the laces. Oh, can I turn it that way? No. Just leave it that way. Shouldn't need that much for the laces. So I want those to sparkle too. Let's not lose this because I'll lose it on my desk. Trying to clean up as I go so everything either gets on this side or that side. Okay, yeah, this, oh, I remember skating in the street. I think we talked about this before. When we were little, we would play in my block in Detroit, and there was in the summer, and then there was at the end of the block, there was a tool and die stamping place, and you know, we didn't think anything of it. But if you were out about 3 o'clock when the afternoon shift got out, you couldn't, because the cars were leaving the plant, you couldn't really play in the street, or you know, you just had to wait for the shift to finish, and all the cars would be zooming down our street until they made it a one-way. Then you had a little bit more freedom, because now the people exiting the plant could only go down the other street, so they made our streets one ways. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I'll never forget it. We were out there in the streets, skating in the streets, playing in the streets, playing football in the streets, basketball, baseball, riding our bikes up and down the street. Do kids even do that any day nowadays? Yeah, I think I've seen kids ride their bikes. But you know, that was back in the day, you know, when people did things like that. So we had a blast. Okay, I think that's done. Other than the wings, I'm deciding what I'm going to do with those. And I might decide I don't want to put them on my thing. Yeah, fond memories. Growing up in the 70s. And walking to school, by the way. No one dropped us off or picked us up. Like I said, only in the winter, when it was really, really the weather was really bad, did my mom come pick us up. Other than that, we were on our own. Nice. You could do white on white, though. If I didn't like the black, but I think it stands out. Nice. Let me go ahead and put that together. Enough about my childhood memories, man. We had so much fun though. Me, my brothers, my cousins, and the big D. And I just remember us getting ready to, get excited and out of school, and my mom and dad cooking, getting ready for Christmas dinner, and wrapping the presents. I was the official present wrapper in our house. So I had no surprises for Christmas because I wrapped my own presents. I loved wrapping presents, and I still like wrapping presents. The precision of getting the presents wrapped was what I loved about it. Making sure I didn't have any crazy angles or corners, or the wrapping paper wasn't too bulky. That was my job, man. I loved it. So that's why I never had any surprises, because I wrapped all the presents. That's one skate. And no, surprisingly, there is not a there's not a like there's no what do you call that, embossed line, so you can line up the skate. I'll be right back. There's a spider. I guess the spider wanted to get into some Christmas crafting too. But there's no more spider. I'm surprised I didn't scream my head off, because I'm usually a screamer. Whew, Lordy Jesus. That woke me up. All of a sudden, the spider comes across my desk. Let me turn my phone off. Oh, Lord Jesus. I don't need any more excitement than what I'm doing right now. Trying to concentrate and a spider comes rolling across my desk. So I'm just going to put some glue on this end. And I'm going to line it up the best I can. So, yeah, you guys can see it. Move it out the way. It's kind of awkward because I'm right-handed, so I'm trying to line it up with my left. So we'll just do the best we can with what we got. Whoop, came off the skate. Oh yeah, it's not too bad. I never ice skated. Well, growing up in Detroit, where I wasn't ice skating. Not me. I wasn't even going skiing. Anything to do outside when it was cold was not my jam. Not my jam at all. Trying to decide if I like the white wheels or but roller skating I got. And it was my Aunt Dorothy who got us to roller skate. She's since passed, but my mom's sister introduced us into roller skating and got the whole family going out to the skating rink to skate. I think that's nice with the black skates. We had so much fun doing that. The whole family would go. My mom and dad, all my brothers and me, and of course her children, which were my cousin that I kind of grew up with. We all went to the skating rink. I think I'll do the break in white. I'll never forget it. And my mom and dad would watch us skate because they didn't skate, but my mom and dad would stand there at the rink and we'd watch us go by. They would just get tickled pink. We would have so much fun. Yeah, I think that's good. I like it. I like it. Yeah, we had a blast, man. Just a blast. So, and we didn't have inline skating. It wasn't a thing. There's Willie. Hold on. He doesn't realize I'm recording. One moment. Oh, last minute Christmas plans. Oh, he's so funny. I was like, it's like, you know what I was doing this morning? I told you. But anyway, that's life. You know, life still goes on. This is just my thing. I'm thoroughly committed. Well, he helps me now and again. He gives me color suggestions and stuff. He's got a good eye for color. Oh, I'm sorry. While I was talking to him, I went ahead and put that second wheel on. So that's a done deal on that one. Come on. I grabbed the silicone mat out because tape doesn't stick to it. So, and I'm turning it upside down so I can scooch that into place. So yeah, there we go. I remember this, the brake, the stopper being white on my skates. Oh, that's pretty. Now you could do a second one. Let me see if I can get that out of there. But yeah, looks like a boot. Actually, it looks like a ice skate too. It's gonna be pretty. So that's there was a dot of some kind that I kept, but I don't see it for it's a little bitty dot. Is that it? Yeah, yeah. I guess that's for the bow. Rolling, rolling, rolling. We're rolling, y'all. I was learning how to skate backwards. I could not do the tricks. I wasn't that proficient yet. But we were getting there, man, with the skating backwards. And I was watching some YouTube videos where the skaters are doing all the nice tricks and maneuvers and routines. I was like, that's pretty clever. All right, hopefully you guys can see me putting down the lace. I keep moving the trays out the way. There we go. And I didn't put glue. I just put glue in the center. And I should have put glue on this side, but I didn't. And this itty bitty dot for the knot. I could barely see it, but it's there. That's the attention to detail. Okay, we got our skate. I'm not going to use that because I'm not going to put mercury on there. And I'm not going to use whatever this is supposed to be, because that's not what my skates look like growing up. This is what I remember. But you do you. If you get this, you do you. Now that's all that's on here. Do I want to do anything else? I got a feeling that I want to emboss the bottom half of the tag. Then I can heat emboss the top of the tag just to give it some entrance. I think I'm going to do that. I've never partially embossed anything, but wouldn't that be clever? But I'm going to take what I did last time. So I've got my opaque white, my white ink that's a pigment, and I want to emboss the bottom half of the tag so it won't be so plain. I'm afraid if I emboss the entire tag, then I'd have to stamp this on white cardstock and do a square and try to stamp it out. I don't want to do all that because I want to stamp directly on here. But I think I need to emboss with the bottom of the tag, like right there, that half. Let me go grab that. Let me see if it's going to work. I'll be right back. Okay, so the only way I could think to do that, based on the embossing folder that I picked, is I went ahead and embossed a second tag. And can you take a look? Doesn't that look a lot more interesting than this plain? But I'm still debating if I just leave it. Now I gotta worry about the sentiment, because I'm afraid if I heat emboss it, since it's got these ridges and stuff, you're not gonna read the sentiment. But I'll figure that out. But I think that's better. I like that. So we can bring it up a little. And it's more visually appealing, although there's nothing wrong with this, than this, aesthetically. And it's got like little hills. So it looks like, you know, it's nice. So now I've got to rethink. And the only reason I'm hesitating is because this is not, I guess I could fussy cut it out. Yeah, let's just put it on some black. Let's just stamp it out. Let's see. I'm not good at fussy cutting, but we'll see what happens. Let's just do my thing and see. Alright, so let me get my Misty. Oh, before I do the Misty, let me do the anti-static powder stuff. I'm doing it off on the side. I'm just dusting this with this. Like that little powder will come out. And I'll just dust it on there. Alright. like I said, that thing hates that photopolymer. Hates it. Hates it, hates it, hates it. Okay, I can't take it anymore because it's a hot ass mess right here. It is a hot, hot, hot mess. Away. Tag. Get you out of the way. Yeah, I can't deal. Alright. Stick that right there. Boop, boop. I'm rolling by to say hi. Rolling. Yeah, I'm thinking of a Snoop Dogg song right now. And it's rolling with his homies. Yeah, somebody tells me what that song is. He's rolling with his homies. You know what? Okay, so I'm conditioning the stamp since it's new. And I'm just rubbing it with my finger so it'll take the ink and get the whatever the residue is. I might be able to find a sentiment strip that'll match it. But you know, there's a lot of sentiment strips out there. And I've got a lot of them. Like I can do a strip. But we'll make it work. Because I really want to put it on that emboss tag. That was like a last minute addition. I didn't see that coming anywhere. Don't apply too much pressure on me. Because this, okay. Not grab my, okay, yeah, good. I gotta go grab this. Okay. One more time. Just want to make sure I get good coverage with that. And all the letters kind of fill in. I always feel like I don't do a good job when I use the white heat emboss, the white ink. I always feel like I'm missing something. Never feels like it fills in all the way for me, but I guess it is. Heavy? No, it's not heavy on that. Oh my god. Okay. I'm beginning a lesson, but I did that for my little. Oh, I'm just. No. Okay. Like I said, it's early, and I really haven't had that much coffee. So, yeah. I don't have my heat gun. A lot of heat embossing I'm going to do with no heat gun. I always feel like I get stray. Alright, let's get this up. Alright, I'm going to be right back because I got to reset. Okay, I'm back. Okay, let me just tell you, I started it. I heat embossed it off camera, got all the way to the end, and swiped it with my finger. So I had to redo it again, and then when I redid it again, I just messed up that, but I'm going to be okay. I use this little gizmo here to cut out that, and I think it looks darling. Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and finish this so I can move on to the last day. I can't believe I had this much trouble at the end, but sometimes that's how it goes. You know, you have troubles, but I didn't let it get me down. And in the midst of finding this gizmo, I found my cap to my scissors. I'm going to raise both of these up for a change. Yeah. I guess I need to get me some scissors, detailed scissors that won't be sticky. Like the adhesive won't stick to it, but I'll use what I have. I still can't believe it. Oh well, such is life. It's like, you know what? I'm not going to do this a third time. I just refused. But stuff like that, you know, I end up keeping, or, you know, it doesn't have to be 100% perfect. So rolling by to say hi. And then I'll pop this guy up. I think it turned out really well. I'm pleased with this one as well. Can't be any more excited and a little sad that we're at our last day together. I mean, at least in 2024, 2026. So going into 2026 for 2025. Once I finish these projects, I got nothing else going and cooking. This is my last one, day 24. I'm going to take a break. And that was a lot of 24 days of crafting surprises. It was a lot, but it was fun. I'll do it again next year. Hopefully you'll look for it for next year. I'm already committed. I think I'll do it differently though next year. Yeah, I'm going to do it a little bit different because this is a lot of early mornings and late nights getting it, bringing it. Oh, that's so pretty. I like that. I really like that. Nothing too fancy, but really nice. Brings back a lot of childhood memories. I remember getting skates for Christmas too, you know, one year. And I got skates. I got a pair of skates right now as an adult. And my wheels are blue. Oh, I could have did blue wheels. They're like neon-y blue. Or turquoise or some color. They're not black. Just forgot about those skates till a few minutes ago. I fell and bust my behind. So I haven't really been back on them since. There we go. This tag is done. Okay. Whoops. Don't jack it up, Brenda. This was a lot of hard work. Rolling by to say hi. I think this is like, oh my god, these tags at the last few tags have been my favorite. Can't say this is my favorite, but it is right up there. And I might end up redoing the sentiment, who knows. But in the meantime, stay tuned for the finale, day 24. It's coming up. I can't wait. So day 24 is coming up. I'll see you guys next time for day 24, and that's our last one. Talk to you later.